I need to talk to Tabitha about this. The other miners think this guy's dead even though he's still lurking around the camp. Totally get that. If you're sure, tipping her over might make it hard to talk to anyone else. No, you're right, I'm going to talk to more miners, find Tabitha. Actually, we should regroup. I don't like the thought of spending more time here. I'm gonna go to talk to more miners. That was just a general, I think at some point I should talk about this with Tabitha, but maybe not precisely right now. But we are here without permission and all. No, you're right. I'm going to talk to more miners. I think some of these might have been in the cafe too. I don't know. Hey there, can we help you with something? Which one of you is this Rodriguez? Perhaps. I think there are some. I think this might be Smith or something, and this is Isaac's something. Yeah. Do any of you know a man named Wayne? Have you fellas seen anything out of the ordinary lately? What do you guys think of Tabitha? Do you all know this guy I met on the bus? Thanks for the help. I'm gonna go with this again. Do you all know this guy I met on the bus? He said he had some friends up here. Here we go again. You gotta tell us about this guy later, Katie. No, I surely don't. He was the one who gave me the boiled peanuts. Maybe. What's he like? You tell the group of miners about your encounter on the bus yesterday. I think I'd probably remember someone like that. Yeah, he's no friend of mine, that's for sure. Never met him. Don't know him. It's settled then. Your mysterious bus stranger is a ghost. Or he was lying about knowing people here, or his friends were here for a bit and left town. Sure, those are perfectly rational explanations, but so is a bus ghost. All equally rational theories. Wow. Oh, yeah. I want to be supportive. But, well, yeah. Rational can mean many things for different people. Aren't you a ghost skeptical? How is a bus ghost a rational explanation here? Part of being ghost skeptical is keeping an open mind towards all manner of potential paranormal encounters. Have you fellows seen anything out of the ordinary lately? Like what? Weird animal sightings, odd noises in the woods, people getting sick, knocking in the mines. Let's ask about weird animals. Have you seen any weird animals? I mean, that's kind of a neutral option to begin with. Don't tend to go on many hikes, not exactly the nature-seeing type. After a full day of work, all I see is my bed and maybe a few beers in between. Have people been getting sick? You're a health inspector or something? The boss looks out for our health. Have you heard any knocking in the mines? Knocking? Not that I've heard. Can't hear shit down there with the machines I'm when working. My dad used to work these mines before they brought in the continuous miner, the big machine that is. He told me stories about something that sounded like someone was pounding on the walls. No offense, Isaacs, but your daddy had a few screws loose. Rodriguez, he was a fine man. Any odd noises in the woods? I heard something a few nights ago, like nothing I've ever heard. Some unearthly beast. I'm telling you, Isaacs, you need to take a sick day. You need to rest, man. I've already taken a sick day this year. Can't afford to take any more if I want to have Christmas off. Tabitha, are these the working conditions these men have? Like one sick day and it gets taken off from their Christmas break? Tabitha! It can't be that bad here, right? That's all on that front. Thanks. Anything else? Do any of you know a man named Wayne? Wayne? You mean Sam Wayne? What are you asking about him for? Wait, have you seen him? He's been following me. I saw him just now. I heard he went missing. Dead, more like. No, come on, man. There's no way. How could he just die? I don't know. Why don't you ask his girlfriend? He has a girlfriend? Yikes, do you think? No, no way. Just saying, he wasn't exactly the first fella to fall for her, charms. Lots of heartbreak in that woman's history. Lots of jilted ex-lovers, if you catch my drift. Dang, who are they talking about? I told him not to get involved with her. I told him. I want to ask who she is. What do you guys think of Tabitha? Now, why would you go and ask a question like that? Are you trying to insinuate something? Horrible woman. Now, fellas, let's not go besmirching the fine, gentle lady. If Smith is right, she's got a lot to answer for. Alright, fellas, I think we better cool it and get back to work before any of us say something we regret. You're probably right. Isaac's told to me, please talk to me. Please, please, please. Should we check in? Just as heads up, the only group I still see out there is pretty close to the main office. It might still be worth talking to them, but I don't know if I can give you all that much of a warning if Tabitha comes out. Street smart, I'm talking to one last group of miners, and don't worry, I'll keep my eye on Tabitha's trailer. I need to talk to Tabitha about this stuff. Let's meet back up. I'm gonna choose my street smart option. I'm talking to one last group of miners, and don't worry, I'll keep my eye on Tabitha's trailer. Good luck. Achievement unlocked, Nosy Nancy. Going around asking questions, huh? Street smart, Stella wasn't kidding when she said these miners were dangerously close to Tabitha's office. You take in your surroundings, making note of any shadows you can melt into at the first sign of trouble. This is the point where I'm gonna just go with it and trust that my street smart trait is gonna keep me safe from Tabitha. You don't look like you're from the inspector's office. What can you tell me about Sam Wayne? Have you noticed anything strange around here lately? What do you think of the owner? Do you know about the mysterious stranger who bothered me on the bus? Never mind, I should go. Should I ask this? Will I have time to ask? I'm gonna ask about Wayne. I'm too curious for my own good, but... What can you tell me about Sam Wayne? Oh, he got himself into trouble, didn't he? Why, you seen him around? What's that young buck up to? Young buck? What do you think he's been up to? What's he been up to? He's been following me. I think he's been doing a slash movie, but in real life. Wow. I think he might have been murdered and someone's going around wearing his bloody clothes and pretending to be him. What? Is this a possibility? What? I've heard from some of the other folks in camp that he had a nasty spat with an ex. Forget I said anything. I'm kind of curious about this one. It's too forward, I know, and I'm being such a nosy Nancy here, but I gotta try. I've heard from some of the other folks in camp that he had a nasty spat with an ex and disappeared not long after. You mean the boss? Far as I know, that never ended. What? You mean Tabitha and Wayne are together? Or we're together? What? Okay, well that discards my previous idea that he might be my father. So that's why they called him Young Buck. So Tabitha has had a relationship with Wayne. What's going on? And he stalks this place, but he also knew my name and he welcomed me home. So probably Tabitha must have told him about me. My brain is like potato mush at this point. All these theories just whirling around in my head. I'm trying to make sense of like what's going on in here. Stella audibly gasps. I know, right? Yeah, I figured he just ran off to live in a big mansion with his belle. Tabitha, what kind of secrets are you holding? Now I'm thinking about those boxes we saw in the upstairs of our estate. Are they moving boxes? Is someone stalking Tabitha? Is she thinking about like moving out or something? Or do those boxes belong to Wayne? Was Wayne about to move in? What's going on? The thought of a strapping young man like him with that sour-faced broad always left such a bad taste in my mouth. Strapping young man? Oh my god, gross! As if you wouldn't fall on your knees if a woman of means showed the slightest of interest in you. Or any woman at all. Fair enough. But I suppose this begs the question, did she run him off or did some jealous son of a bitch oust him? Wait, are you talking about Tabitha? Wait, are you talking about Perla? Okay, this is a very good question. I mean, I guess they could be talking about Berlin, but... Wait, are you talking about Berlin? Lord, no. Even Wayne had some standards. No, I'm talking about Little Miss Tabitha. Not that old lady Berlin didn't have her day. Have you noticed anything strange around here lately? What do you think of Tabitha? Do you two know about the mysterious stranger who bothered me on bus? That's all. I'm gonna ask about the mysterious stranger. I mean, there's gotta be a reason why we had that first weird conversation in the bus we arrived with. Do you two know about the mysterious stranger who bothered me on the bus? You tell the miners about your encounter yesterday. I've never known anybody in my entire life. Isn't that right, Tate? Yep, sounds about right. This is going nowhere. Let's face it, Katie. Whoever you met on that bus is one of those loose ends you'll just have to live with for the rest of your life. I don't accept that. It was a traumatizing experience. No, it wasn't, but it was one hell of a conversation, and I wanted to be useful at some point. Have you noticed anything strange around here lately? What do you think of Tabitha? I'm gonna just quickly ask this one. Have you noticed anything strange around here lately? All kinds of weird stuff happens in these hills. What sort of weird do you mean? Weird animal sightings, noises from the woods, knocking in the mines, people getting sick, never mind. Any weird animal sightings? I saw a raccoon with a big old tumor last week. Spooked me something awful. Okay, raccoon with a tumor. Sounds like ditchlings, right? But I still don't know like what the connection is yet. I mean, we were talking about the theory that they are making more of themselves, but why? And this comes back to like everything we've encountered so far, because from the very beginning in the bus with the very first conversation we had, there is one element that comes up again and again and again, and it is the mines. So if we are gonna have hypothetical guesses about some kind of event of impending doom, then somehow my thoughts immediately go to the mines, because this town was built around them and they employed so many people from this town. The events and working conditions in the past must have some kind of like effect still on the families. I bet many families here have stories about relatives who worked in the mine. So I don't know, I'm wondering what's going on. I have this feeling that we have been given like many hints that all point to the connection this area and our main character has with the mines. But I don't know. I might be wrong, the thread might be coming from the woods or something. This is all just speculation. That wasn't a tumor, it was an egg. This again, them making more of themselves. There are monsters in the woods, leave it at that. Let's try to stir some gossip. That wasn't a tumor, it was an egg. There are these things in the woods laying eggs in the animals. I knew it. I knew there was something weird about that raccoon. I believe it. There are things out in the woods nobody's ever seen before. It's still wild country even if we've carved it into pieces. I know I for one ain't gonna go near them trees until some scientist folks come and sort out whatever's going on out there. Maybe I should cash in some sick days and go see my cousins in Asheville just to be on the safe side. Do you do that? I highly recommend that. Should I stop asking questions? I'm really afraid that Tabitha is gonna show up, but let's ask about noises from the woods. Any noises from the woods? All the time, howling, screaming, all sorts of fiendish caterwauling. Probably just screech owls and bobcats, you old coot. Might be. Might not be, but I heard something the other night that sent the fear of God shivering down my spine, I tell you. It was probably a ditchling, a portent of doom. Your friend is right, it was probably a bobcat or a mountain lion. I saw it made that noise. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna ask about knocking in the mines. Have you heard any knocking in the mines? You asking us if we heard the Tommy knockers? Of course we have. We're old timers. All of us who was here before the machine got brought in know the Tommy knockers. What a nuisance, always stealing my hammers. It's true, had a pickaxe stolen too, and when you heard knocking coming from one of the old tunnels, it was enough to make a man pray. Looks like I figured out what to do for my next video. You better not be thinking of going into one of those old mine shafts alone. I could always use a partner in crime, Stella. No. I'm going to wind up going down there with you, aren't I? People getting sick? Let's ask about that. I mean, some of the old miners, sure, but I wouldn't call that unusual. That's all on that front. Sure. I'm not gonna ask about that bit, though. I'm gonna go away. They know I'm her cousin. That's all. Thanks for the help. My pleasure. If that Wayne keeps bothering you, just let us know and we'll whip him into shape. Katie, I think we've got a problem. Oh no. Street smart! By the time Stella finishes her sentence, you've already ducked around corner and out of sight. I'm gonna go. Get the heck out. Oh, sorry, I was so nervous I forgot to read those options aloud. Unfortunately, I cannot return to the conversation options, but my option was to let Tabitha catch me or to meet with Stella and Kanika. I'm totally gonna go and meet with Stella and Kanika. You continue back towards Stella and Kanika, moving from shadow to shadow and keeping out of sight. You're interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. Okay. What's going on? A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of a hill. Hey, I think I just saw Rosalina. Oh, okay, but what is she doing here? Wait, really? What is she doing here? Clearly, she's doing a delinquency. She's probably fine. Kids be kids, am I right? I'm going after her. We should call Oscar. What should we do? I think we should probably call Oscar. We should call Oscar. Let's handle that after we catch up with her. Okay. You rush over the hill and get your bearings. The sound of active mining fading into the distance. Rosalina is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point toward a nearby mine. Do you see that? Over there. Oh no. Okay, let's take a look at the entire scenery here. These are clearly the footprints. And it looks like this is, I guess, one of the mine entrances which has been like nailed shut. But someone has removed one of the planks covering the entrance. Imagine all these pen strokes here, like each and every one of them. Again, it's just so wonderful to see this whole scenery. You rush over the hill and get your bearings. The sound of active mining fading into the distance. Rosalina is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point towards a nearby mine. She didn't. Okay, I gotta see, like, Kanika's belt is awesome. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. Wait, Shaw? Wasn't Shaw one of the names we encountered when we were reading about the past of this town at the library? After a collapse that killed over 100 people. Ah, okay, so it was the mine collapse. As far as I understood, it collapsed only once and it was a big deal in the town. Many people died, and I guess this is the infamous mine entrance, and that's why it's been blocked. That's why it's been like shut down and blocked the entire entrance so that people don't enter the place and get hurt. And here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into an abandoned coal mine. Alright, Kanika was afraid to go underground or something. She mentioned that in the library. She said that nothing could make her go. Nothing could make her enter a mine shaft. Have teens always been like this? I feel like I really missed out on my risk-taking years. I guess we should go after her, right? Maybe we should just wait outside. This is not about me, this is about Oscar's daughter, Rosalina it was, yeah, I almost forgot her name, I'm sorry. I guess we should go after her, right? Yep. Yeah, let's head in before someone gets hurt. Whoa, you sure you want to tag along, Nix? Katie and I can handle this on our own. Yeah, I'm sure. As much as I hate confined spaces, I'm not about to let Rosalina get hurt in there. Even if it means I have to go underground. Oh, Gretchen's face. Just now. Oh. Stella and Kanika disappear into the mines. Before you follow, you briefly wonder if you should let Tabitha know about this. I think I should. We are family. These are her mines. If someone knows how to move around in here, how to avoid unnecessary risks, that's gotta be Tabitha, right? And she should know. Okay, probably she'll be angry and she'll ask questions of what I'm doing here, but this is not about me, this is about Rosalina, so I'm gonna call her. You pull out your phone and dial your cousin. What is it? I'm in a meeting. A kid just snuck into the Shaw mine. I figured you should know. What? Are you serious? Why do things keep happening to me? Whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you'll listen. I called you as a courtesy, but I'm not going to wait around for you. Oh, I will happily wait. I do not want to go in there. No need to get snarky. I'll wait. No need to get snarky. I'll wait. And it's a lie option. We don't know what's going on in there, if there's something dangerous. I cannot afford to wait for Tabitha. I get that Stella and Kanika are there, but should I go or should I wait? I mean, there are 2 adults there already. I should wait for Tabitha. If I go alone in and I get lost, I'm not gonna be able to help anyone. And I'm just gonna create more trouble. I'm gonna say I'll wait for her. Achievement unlocked minion. I don't know, like, am I the goody two-shoes cousin who is waiting? I don't think so. But yeah, this time I think it makes sense to wait. No need to get snarky, I'll wait. Good. Tabitha hangs up on you. Wait for Tabitha. You find a tree to lean against and wait for your cousin. Stella and Kanika will probably be fine without you. You stand outside the mines, anxiously eyeing the tree line, hoping not to glimpse any inhuman movement. Yeah, I saw that already. She scared me again. Okay. Ah, you actually waited for me. I don't know what to say. Ah, yeah, it's cousin bonding time. Yeah, of course, why wouldn't I have waited? It's nice to see you too, Tabitha. How about thank you, Katie? Too cute long enough remains silent. I would understand why she would think that I would not wait, so either this option or this one. I'm gonna go with, oh yeah, it's cousin bonding time. Tabitha sighs. Sure, okay, you worn me down. Really? Oh my goodness. I don't like the thought of you walking around an abandoned coal mine, but I'd rather not leave you out here unattended. You should be safe enough with me there to guide the way. Oh! Tabitha huffs her way up to the mine entrance and disappears into the darkness. Follow her. You follow her and enter the mine. Ooh, spooky. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Imagine each of these individual bend strokes again. Like, huge amount of work. The inside of the mine is warmer than you'd expected. The air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and Tabitha to hunch over, your legs bent, in a painful squat as you begin to navigate its maze of corridors. Do you know why the entrance to this place was boarded up? I hope you're gonna tell me. Because there was a collapse 100 years ago that killed a bunch of people. Because it ran out of coal. Because deep down you like being a I have no idea how to pronounce this word, and I have also no idea what it means. Imagine? Well, whatever. No Y remains silent. Well, my first option anyway, even though I don't know the meaning of this word, would be to choose this one, because I think this was the show mine that killed those mine workers. I mean, they said that part of these were adults, some were children, right? Because there was a collapse 800 years ago that killed a bunch of people. 168 people. So many people. A man named Charles Shaw, oh, that was the name, yeah, decided it was okay to use faulty wood for support struts, and the entire mine came down. It almost ruined our family. And lucky few died instantaneously, but for most of the souls who perished here, it was slow and agonizing. Oh. Trapped under rubble and left to slowly succumb to crush injuries or dehydration. It took a week to clear out most of the rubble and recover the bodies. The few survivors who were dragged out were never the same. I can't say I blame them. Oh, she must be carrying the weight of this entire story on her shoulders. All the responsibilities she's carrying, like employing all these people working in the mines now. What makes you so sure it was Charles Shaw's fault? God, that's morbid. If you think about it, isn't that the price we pay for life? Is this supposed to be your idea of bonding? I get it, it's dangerous down here. I'll be careful. Remain silent. I think this might actually be the moment when I remain silent and see if she's willing to tell me more. Because I think this is like one of the first moments when Tabitha is actually opening up to us. You remain silent. 168 people walked blindly to their deaths, unaware of the hand they'd been dealt, until they were literally buried by it. None of us know the price we have to pay until our death is due. She looks so young and so worried, and somehow also like exhausted by something, perhaps by the responsibility. Tabitha's ruminations are interrupted by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. What the hell was that? That's gotta be a Tommy knocker, right? Oh god, the mine is about to collapse, isn't it? Remain silent. I'm gonna choose the way of communicating that she might use. What the hell was that? Probably another delinquent looking for a lifetime ban from my property. Come on, it came from this way. Tabitha hastens her pace and quickly disappears deeper into the mine. Follow her? Yeah. You take a deep breath and follow suit. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Imagine coming down here every single day to work. Echoing through the tight corridors, you and Tabitha can pick up snippets of a tense argument. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Come on, kiddos. There's some real spooky stuff going on in town right now. You shouldn't be hanging out down here. We're not kids. Yeah, we're teens. Well, you look like a bunch of kids to me. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? What did you even get those? Oh no, I know that isn't you, Miles. It had better not be you. Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you even doing here? Looks like we found our trespassers. I still can't believe that Stella managed to track Kanika out here. She avoids me like the plague. What's the deal with you and Kanika? What happened between you and Stella? Anyways, let's move on. Their clothes remain silent. Let's ask about this. What's the deal with you and Kanika? Honestly, I have no idea. I don't hold anything against her aside from the fact that she's always hated me. She probably just got jealous that Stella and I started spending time together, but that was years ago, so who knows? What do you think of Kanika? You're probably right, she's jealous and needs to get over it. I think she just hates our family. She thinks you're exploiting your workers. No offense, but you are a little rough around the edges. Let's move on. Their clothes remain silent. Well, let's ask, what do you think of Kanika? I think the two of us are more alike than she'd ever care to admit. I respect her, but don't tell her I said that. I wouldn't want to appear weak. I'm gonna try this one. Should I? I mean, she must know that she's a little rough around the edges, and I don't want to immediately begin to judge her behavior. I'm gonna try to say this in a gentle way. She has been rough and straight with me about certain things, so I think I dare to take a risk and say this to her. No offense, but you are a little rough around the edges. That doesn't mean she has to give me a hard time. Okay, but you could be nicer. You're right, she doesn't. Have you tried talking to her? Have you tried talking to her? No. Even if I tried, it's not like she'd listen. Probably. Look, I've kind of given up on other people understanding me. It doesn't matter. Yes, it does matter, Tabitha. It matters a lot. Isolating yourself from everyone else, that's the easy way, but communicating with people can be difficult at times. I can understand that. Oh, I hope we can change this. I hope we can help Tabitha, because I said before that Stella seemed like she was lonely, and I think Tabitha is very, very lonely too. I'm gonna remain silent. Let's just move on, alright? Let's do that, Tabitha. Okay. Who do we have here? Kanika, Rosalina, Miles. I have no idea who these three are, and Stella and Gretchen. Okay. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageways give way to a small cavern. Within, a group of teens engages Stella and Kanika in a heated argument. All of them are too caught up in the moment to notice you or Tabitha approach. My dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left, so it's actually really safe, and we can hang out here whenever we want. Wait, Becca, I thought your dad was a charge hand. No, Alexis, he got promoted last month. Correction, your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job in the morning. Damn.